Hello. Today I'm going to talk about wizard consciousness. I have been throwing the word wizard consciousness here and there in some of my recent videos if you have been following me. Now I'm going to talk about what really I mean by wizard consciousness, right? This is really interesting. Wizard consciousness is simply a stage of consciousness where you arrive once you have gone through a certain journey of integration, right? There are many other stages of consciousness which I have coined, okay? And these are my own terms. You can call them something different, but it's just for you to relate, basically. What I call, there are victim stage of consciousness, then you have hero stage of consciousness, then you have wizard stage of consciousness, right? Victim stage is a stage where you know we feel that we are a victim, that majorly we can still feel victim like even in higher stage of consciousness, even in wizard stage of consciousness. But the point is, in the victim stage of consciousness, we are usually feeling a lot victim like. That is, we feel that whatever happens to us is not under our control. We cannot do nothing about our experience, about what happens to us, and we need to protect ourselves. We are like really low vibration. Okay, you're really complaining. We are really constantly wanting protection, and the whole thing. Once one evolves out of that stage of consciousness, victim stage of consciousness, which is primarily root chakra, okay, because it's all survival kind of thing. Once you move out, your energies move into the solar plexus chakra, which is all about accessing your willpower, doing things out in the world, becoming the powerful version of you are in terms of doing things, okay, in terms of making things happen, physically. Willpower becomes a very dominant force once you enter that stage of consciousness, which I call the hero stage of consciousness, right? In the hero stage of consciousness, basically the victim comes out and realizes that they can do actually something about the world, they can do something about their life, because they have discovered something called willpower, okay, and maybe a very good force of desire, right? And with willpower, they try to change the world. They try to, uh, I'm zoomed out. Am I? Yeah, I'm back. So they try to change the world by using willpower. And that is when you find people who are trying to constantly motivate themselves, fire themselves up, and do things in the world, work, hard work, and force yourself, push yourself, go out of your comfort zone. That whole theme emerges. All part of the soul's journey, all are relevant. Not that I'm saying, something is good, something is bad. There's no such thing. I've gone through all of them. And all of these stages of consciousness have taught me ton of stuff, gotten me so much integration, right? But the hero soon enough realizes that there is only so much one can do with willpower, right? And there's so much one can create with willpower alone. And that is when the limitation sinks in. And usually in the negative way of thing, it comes in forms of overwhelm, overwork, exhaustion, frustration, and all that stuff. But soon enough, if the person keeps evolving, they come to realize there is a place higher than going from the willpower place to a place where we can live our life from intuition, from inner guidance, from our heart, right? From higher guidance. And that is when the energy moves up to our heart chakra, and starts moving upwards. That is when you get access to wizard consciousness. Wizard stage of consciousness is different from the hero stage of consciousness, because in the wizard stage, we are not trying to change our experience through willpower. No. That is why I say there's no such thing as work in wizard stage of consciousness. Sometimes the hero will be completely offended to hear, like, work, no work, like what? I want work. I know that. Willpower flourishes in work. what we call work in a sense. You do stuff in a causal way of thing. You do stuff to get stuff, right? In the wizard stage, we do not do stuff to get stuff, because we know we can create our own experience immediately, instantaneously. Why are we going to get into the causal loop to do stuff to get rewards? Because we create the rewards first here. Okay, that is the wizard consciousness. Wizard consciousness is about leaving work, and doing the inner work. The inner work is about taking direct control of our state of being, knowing that it is our state of being which reflects in form of life experience. It is our state of being which creates the life that we are experiencing. All we have to do is take charge of our state of being. We start focusing on raising our vibration deliberately, and the life outside just become an outside reflection, a feedback mechanism showing us that we are doing the right thing. That's it. That's wizard consciousness, you know. And the beautiful part is it is magical. It's because you come out of the causal loop of doing something to get a reward. Because many things happen in the wizard consciousness. Time and space goes away, all of that jazz. But essentially, you start seeing that every time you change your state of being, your reflection changes, your experience changes. So it's magic. You see, all you have to do is do what you enjoy, and your vibration rises, and your state of being expands, and the reflection changes. So work, no work. You see, I know it sounds too good to be true, but that is wizard consciousness. You live magically. Your life becomes magic. You create things by creating the state of being that you want, and the reflection shows. So this is the wizard consciousness. If you feel that you are ready to embark on this journey of wizard consciousness, I am a teacher of wizard consciousness, and I'm going to teach you that. Okay, it's very simple stuff actually. Follow your state of being, pay attention to your state of being. But what I will teach you is some tools, some tools that I have created. Number one is the inner audit. The inner audit method is a simple method that I've created to look inwards and pay attention to some indicators that your state of being is constantly trying to show you when it is going the opposite way, when it's becoming disharmonious, right? And then slowly move towards greater degree of harmony. Because once you start doing this, once you start paying attention to your inner state of being and start moving towards greater degree of harmony, that's all that you need to do, and your reflection will start changing. You are getting access to a stage of consciousness. If you want to know about the inner audit method, if you want to learn it from me directly, then get in touch with me, because I teach that stuff. I'm taking students. And if you want to know about how to work with me, send me a mail. My mail will be in the description of the video, or send me a direct message if you're watching this on Facebook or elsewhere. I'll get in touch with you. I'll ask you some questions, and if I feel that you are ready for this, maybe you will get a free 1-hour session from me. Okay, and I'll teach you stuff, right? It's going to be super, super fun. What some of the testimonials that I have had from some of my recent students, you're going to be completely fascinated, like what they are experiencing. Crazy stuff, right? So that is wizard consciousness. I'm going to be sharing more stuff on this. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe and like, and stay tuned, because new stuff will be coming. Have fun, and I'll see you again soon.